Coat. Absolutely beautiful morning out here in the Pacific Northwest. I can actually see the sunshine today, which is rather nice. You know, I live in this HOA, and I know they get a lot of bad raps, but mine's not too bad. They have different perks and benefits, like I get free water and s- somewhat trash removal, and so it's nice. It's not too bad, and behind me here is a pond. It's not a pond. It's called a canal, and they are super freaking proud of this thing. I don't know why. I mean, the whole thing's like 10 feet, maybe. I mean, 10 feet across, not very wide, but stretches from one end of the HOA to the other, and they stock it with trout. And I'm not big into trout fishing. I mean, as a kid, sure, but a lot of times those planted trout are a little mushy. But we're out here. We're gonna do something I haven't done in probably a few years. Is trout fish. Got a bobber and a worm set up. I can see along the bank. It looks like everybody's been using power bait, and we got that. And we also got a little couple trout lures as well. But oh man, it is Thursday and I am absolutely dragging, you know? But let's get baited up. Let's get out there. Pretty though, right? This is a pretty big walkway. A lot of people use it. If you, the ocean's about, I don't know, a few hundred yards that way. If I shut the hell up, you could probably hear it. Picked up some new night crawlers. Helps if they're alive. Uh, you know, my ADD is pretty. You know, I'm tired of that. Everybody's like, oh, I got ADD. I just don't have an attention span because it's shot from watching freaking YouTube shorts or vines or reels or whatever you want to call them. These 10 to 15-second videos that are always epic. But they tend to rob your attention span. I know this canal drains out into the ocean and fluctuates with the tide. And I don't necessarily know what the tide's doing at the moment. I didn't check before I got out here. Hey, good morning. Thanks for taking the time to check us out. Today's a little different vibe. We're going for hey, not yours, man. Good to see you, bro. You know, Thursday morning, just getting out here. Uh, you were here yesterday. I caught my personal best on that couple largemouth bass. We're switching it up, man. I live in this HOA, and they put a bunch of trout, just little planted trout, and you know, trout are a little mushy. Don't love catching them, but we're out here switching it up. Never fished here before. and just doing something a little different. Right now we got the standard worm and bobber. Might switch out, run some power bait. Brought my trout bag with me. Yeah, I think they are just rainbows. But I haven't opened this trout bag in like years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna kind of go through that, see what I got. Nothing, looks like we got some flies, a couple little spinners. I picked this guy up yesterday. Keep me honest, man. You know, all those YouTube fishermen lie about their weight, so we're gonna keep me honest there with the scale. You know, this old bag got some glitter marshmallows. Yeah, a weight, it's a scale. You know, everybody catches a 2-pound bass, but if they don't weigh it, what'd they really catch? Pound, pound and a half, maybe? So, it's kind of a fisherman thing. You always exaggerate a little. I got these. These are just power eggs. I've had really good luck with these in the past, but like I said, it's been years since I've been out here and been fishing. Also brought my other casting rod. Might throw around some of those lures. Big 4th of July weekend coming up. Pretty stoked. I got a family in town. The thing is, when you live at the beach, everybody wants to come visit for the holidays, you know? Got my sidekick with me, as always. This is a pretty busy walking trail. The beach is about a couple hundred yards that way. Trying to get some coffee, wake up a little bit. I think I'm gonna... The canal moves up and down, drains out into the ocean. So I think I'm gonna... And it looks pretty high. It fluctuates according to the tide. I didn't check the tide when I was... before I came out, because it was early, in a bit of a hurry, you know. So I think I'm gonna switch out the bobber setup. I think I'm gonna do a couple of them eggs off the bottom. I see a bunch of eggs that somebody else left out here. Hoping to catch a fatty trout, man. That'd be great. I've never had a desire to fish here because the water quality is trash. A lot of times there's just blue and green algae, and you got to be careful with that. Get your dog real sick, get you real sick if you don't clean your fish well enough. So I think we're just gonna pull the bobber. We got some slip shot on there. What got me into fishing? Man, when I was a kid, I used to live on a lake, and my dad would take me out, and we'd troll for trout in the John boat. And then we moved off the lake, and I never went fishing again. I mean, and we moved off of it when I was real young. So fast forward 30 years later, I met this gal and moved out here to the coast. And her dad was all about it. He was all about fishing. He'd been fishing his whole life, owns a couple boats, and so I guess my father-in-law, we worked together. It's weird kind of being friends with your father-in-law, but he's the one that put me on, man. Showed me how to do this kind of stuff. I'd never really been fishing. I didn't really start until my not to tell you how old I am, but I didn't really start until my like early 30s, man. And I've loved it. Always wanted to do it, just never really knew how or necessarily had the means to do it. So he put me onto it, all kinds of stuff. I've always wanted to be outdoorsy. It's just my family never was, like I didn't grow up camping or I always wanted to, but it just was not really my family's thing. So never got to do it. And now that I'm a little bit older and got a couple bucks in my pocket, I can afford to do it. And I love it, man. I'm hooked. I'm still spinning about that fish I caught yesterday. I'm a veteran, and I was diagnosed with oh, you left, bro. All right. We'll catch you later. Here I'm talking about people pouring my heart out, and you're not even there. That's all right. So we rebaited, got some slip shot to a swivel. Hopefully this floats, and we can find some trout. I'm gonna go grab the other rod here in a second. And oh, you're there. Sorry, it just shows that you're not. Yeah, so anyways, man, I'm a veteran, combat vet, got diagnosed with PTSD in 2014, and I find this relaxing, man, just really calms my nerves, helps me out, and I guess it's kind of combination of those things is why I got into fishing, but yeah, anyways, man, I got these eggs on, I'm gonna throw it out, I might grab the other rod, couple cups of coffee, lagging. It's still pretty early out here on the West Coast, so. I would think there would be bass in here. Like, I would like to do multi-species. I got the bass rod, but I mean, there's no reason why I can't count. The bass rod doesn't know it's a bass rod. You know what I'm saying? I got little lures, little spinners, most of them being antiques, but I might go grab my other rod. Right now, I'm just gonna take a minute, drum a cup of coffee. Sunrise behind us. I'll flip you around. You can check it out. That's my truck. Don't stalk me. I don't know. Beautiful day to be outside. Yeah, over on the oh shit, there's a big ass trash panda. Got a lot of wildlife where I live. We got raccoons, coyotes, deer, lots of deer. I'm sure we'll see one this morning. But looking. No need to apologize, man. You can stalk me if I want to. Might be a little bit boring though. This is definitely more boring than bass. But I know there's plants in there. I use this trail all the time to get to the beach when I take my dog running. Not seeing any signs of life. I might go grab my other rod, tie on I don't even know what's on it at the moment. I think a speed worm from yesterday. I can fish off of the bridge, but I don't. A lot of people use the bridge, and I don't really necessarily want to put a camera in everybody's face. I'm gonna grab my other rod, man. Hang out. I'll be right back. Got the other rod. Might tie on a spinner. Got a monster freaking speed worm on that thing. Might head up to the bridge and fish off the bridge. You guys want to do that? I think that's the move. I think I'm gonna grab my other rod, fish off the bridge. The only problem doing that is when I set my camera up, there's a lot of people who walk by. Yeah, I think fishing off the bridge is the move. But I'm a little apprehensive about putting my camera in people's face, so I'll just try to keep you guys low key. But let's I'm gonna reel up the other reel. I'll grab my rod, and then we'll move the party to the bridge. Might throw in a little bigger hook. These are kind of baby hooks for smaller fish, but you can only fit like one egg on the hook. It's about to get shaky. Sorry, my guy. I'm still learning the joys of camera equipment. I bought some wireless mics, so that way you guys might be able to hear me a little better. Out here, what do you think, right or left? I think I am going to put you guys hold on. Of course, my little grabber for my mic. All right, this is what we got going on. This is the canal, and then if you flip it that way, beautiful morning out here, right? Make sure my little tripod's pretty good. Make sure my lighting's halfway decent. I don't know, I know that water looks a little prettier than me, but hey, we got two people. If you're just getting here, we're out on a bridge in the canal looking for some, yeah, a little bit cold. Looking for some trout. We got a couple eggs. Just gonna kind of check this out. I want to see how it looks. I'll tell you guys so you can see the water, hopefully. I know that's a terrible view. I'll adjust in a minute. Makes me nervous. You guys are dangling over the pond. Hopefully we can tweak it a little bit. So if there's a stiff breeze, that my phone is definitely gonna get wet. But we're here, we're on the canal. I think that's a pretty good view. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Like I said, I'm getting a mic, a wireless mic. Should be here soon, you know. I don't know if this is the move, but we got a monster weight Hey, not yours. What do you think of the view, huh? A little better from up here on the bridge? I don't know where I got this thing, but this is a absolute monster. I'm gonna leave that bobber out. I'm gonna throw, since I'm on the bridge, there's another canal that way. So I'm gonna throw this way and see if there's anything crazy enough to bite this big speed worm. You know, it never ceases to amaze me. I used this yesterday. Reel was dialed in. Didn't have to worry about backlash at all. Hey, if you're just getting here, we are on a bridge in a canal trying to catch some trout. Thanks for taking time to rock with me on your Thursday. One day closer to the holiday weekend, and I am ready. On the little pole behind me, we got some power bait on off the bottom, and right here we got a speed worm. I don't know if there's bass in here. I would imagine. We're trying to target trout, so I think I might tie on a little lure a little bit later. Ton of algae in this pond. But the nice thing about it being private water is I could fish as many poles as I wanted. Ooh, just like that, we might have lost our setup. Yeah. Oh, we got it. This is the other side. Switch up the view a little bit. Beautiful morning. The water's like glass. With that being said, I would have Love to see some action. Some fish turning over, anything. Trying to see if there's anything living under those trees over there. Couple more throws with the worm. And I think I'm gonna switch up. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, a couple more throws with this big worm, and then I'm gonna try to switch it up and throw a lure. I got a buddy, Yaddy, who lives over here, and he says spinners are the way to go. Come on through. Good morning. Pretty dog. She's all right. Is that Nikita?
Akita Husky,
Yeah. Good looking. Son Akita Husky. Beautiful little puppy. I can always tell how warm or cold my dog is by the temperature of her tongue. If she licks my face and her tongue is cold, chances are she's a little frigid. You know, I'm gonna grab some other deer. I think this is too big for what we're trying to do right now. I want to check my other pole. Make sure I am fishing. It is definitely fishing. Off the bottom rig, it sits on the slip shot. Eggs float up, probably like that. There's a slight current, so I don't know if my eggs are off the bottom or not. A little bit of weed in them. Not the good kind of weed, but like algae. I'm gonna toss this guy right out next to the bank. See if we can pick up some trout. I'm gonna go grab my other lure. We're back. Enjoy the view. Listen to some birds. I think if I shut the hell up, you can probably hear the ocean. I'll be right back. Hey, alright. Thanks for hanging out. I think we're gonna go with just classic inline spinner. I got a couple of these. I also got a couple flies. Also got a little bit of a larger, like a wedding ring treble hook there. All kinds of stuff. Lots of inline spinners. Got a little larger one. This is a blue fox. I use these for salmon, and I have a lot of luck with them. Also got my favorite color pattern. Even though I haven't been in this tackle box in like 2 years. It's a clown. That's my favorite color pattern out here, is the clown spinners. So I'm gonna leave it up to chat. What do you guys think? Should I be throwing the black and silver or the crown or a clown? Choices in life. Clown looks like it's pretty well used. Rooster tail looks a little newer. I think I'm gonna tie this on. Yeah, angler, I think you're right. I think the black rooster tail is the way to go. If you're just getting here, thanks for taking time to rock with me on a Thursday. We're out in it's called the Canal. Runs for a couple miles. It was built in 1970 for the HOA so they could charge more money for houses. But they stock it with trout, and I know HOAs sometimes get a bad rap, but this one's not too bad. Don't get me wrong, I got my shit I can bitch about, but at least they give me some fish. You know what I'm saying? We're out in the middle of the bridge. That's the canal behind me, and then I'll flip you around. Canal that way. Beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. I'm gonna tie on this black rooster tail and see what we can catch. We got we got 2 rods out. We got the power bait, salmon eggs red behind us, and right now I'm just gonna tie on that off the bottom, no bobber. The canal changes with the, sorry, that'll probably drive some people crazy. We'll see if we can get halfway straight. The water temperature, not temperature, the water changes with the tide. It moves up and down. It connects to the ocean, which is about 200 yards to the right there. I lied, it's probably about 400 yards, but not far. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy outdoor things such as camping and fishing, consider joining. We're live every morning between 6 and 6:30 Pacific Standard. And I'm going to be trying to find, I'm lucky. I live out here in the Pacific Northwest, and there is a pond seemingly every 5 feet. And I've lived out here for the last 5 years, and I haven't fished them. Like, you get busy with work and 9 to 5s, and so I'm gonna spend the summer putting a couple hours in before work, seeing what kind of fish I can catch. I'll always have my sidekick with me. Her name's Bailey, but I call her Gru. I just saw a big fish turn over. Let's see if we can get it. What about now? Can you hear me now? Mic check. Sorry, man. I'm not much of a YouTuber. Is that better? Uh, I think I clicked. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Well, that sucks because I was just asking you a bunch of questions for the last 2 minutes, but I don't know. Did you hear me talk about German Shepherds? So, man, when I was growing up, All right. So when I was growing up, my grandparents raised German Shepherds, right? They had like not like an official kennel. They just kind of raised them and bred them themselves. They had like 6 to 12 at a time, and they were all outdoor. They didn't not like a house German Shepherd. You know what I'm saying? And I remember going over there in the spring, and there would be tumbleweeds of German Shepherd fur. And as a kid, I used to call them German Shedders, but they were all fantastic dogs. Occasionally, I remember you get like one of those alphas, and they're problems. You know, they don't. We had one named Hercules, beautiful German Shepherd, long fur, real thick build, but he did not play well with anything. I mean, he would break out and destroy the neighbor's chicken coops, and if it was smaller than him, he was going to eat it. You know, great dog, would never, good with kids, real smart, real trainable, just really high prey drive. Small price to pay. This one is a Chihuahua Dachshund mix, known as a Chiweenie, is what we call it. It's good, you know. I mean, good temperaments, not hard to find. Just you know, sometimes it, like anything, I'm not breed biased by any means. I love all dogs, but sometimes you get that high prey drive, and it's tough. But that's, you know, I think that's kind of what they were bred for back in the day. So, angler, what kind of fish do you go after, man? Bass guy, trout, perch, anything that bites? What's your favorite fish? Oh, you're a trout guy. You know, there's like I said, there's a lot of lakes and streams and stuff where I live. I was really into trout when I was younger. I grew up on a lake, and we'd always troll for trout. Brook trout are delicious, and they're not as mushy as like these plants, but they don't get real big out here. A good sized brook trout out here is maybe 4 or 5 inches. And I think I know where to find those. But it's been a while. No, it's important that you get your. Sorry, we're kind of delay there. But it's important that you take your dog and get them well socialized. This one's real timid, so she gets like aggressive if she sees a larger dog. Yeah, no, man. you know what? Maybe tomorrow. I know of a spot where there's some brook trout, and I'm trying to fish somewhere new. But I mean, I haven't been over there for a few months, and last time I was over there, I couldn't keep them off. But I bet they're a little bit bigger now. I'd probably like to check that out. Like I said, I live on a swamp basically, so there's little water estuaries and creeks everywhere. I've been wanting to hit the beach. The ocean is about, I don't know, 400 yards. You guys can't see it that way. And I do quite a bit of surf perch fishing, which is a pretty good time. Angler, you ever do any fly fishing, bro? I had a buddy give me this old, probably a cheap reel and rod, fly rod, and yeah, yellow bullheads are a good one. Okay, that's your thing, huh? So if I make a video about fly fishing, you can jump on and tell me what I'm doing wrong, right? Yeah, I've always wanted to try with, I played with it a couple times in the backyard, got all, I had somebody give me a pretty nice reel for it. Well, at least I'm familiar with the brand, Fluger. They used to be pretty high-end back in the day. They're kind of taking a turn. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about fly fishing. But I'd love to learn. I got some weighted line on it. Got it all lined up, ready to go. Bought some cheap flies. Yeah, man, no, I got flies. I mean, nothing fancy. These are my attempt at making my own from just stuff I had, But that's the extent of my yeah, I tend to jump hobbies a little bit, and if it's fishing related, then I'm all about it. And I'm a vet, so they offered free fly tying for veterans, and I was like, yeah, why the hell not, And I went and made a couple flies. I don't think they've ever been wet before, but it's hard to do everything. This little inline spinner is getting no love. I'm gonna check my eggs in a minute. But something's chasing it. Water quality is pretty murky, but you speaking a foreign language, bro, but I'll have to check those out for sure. Is nymphing when you just throw it and it just kind of floats on the top and you wait for something to hit it? Or is that all flies? I don't know too much about it. I know some of them sink. I know some of them float. Uh, there is a mountain lake, pretty decent drive, and there's camping out there, and I've always wanted to go up there and camp. I live out on the coast, so we don't have a lot of mountains, but the ones we do are pretty close, and there's a high mountain stream I've been meaning to get up to and fish, but it's walk-in only, and the gear I have for camping is it's like a family setup, you know what I mean? Got 200 pounds worth of gear, and I don't want to haul that through the woods. So I ordered a ultralight setup, you know, just a single person tent and cot. And I'm hoping to do a 4-day, I say 4-day, but it's probably gonna be a 2-day camp, cook and catch trout video. And that's coming down the line. Thinking about yeah, I've always kind of figured like fly fishing was like, I don't know, rich man's game, like a upper white collar thing. Your guy drives $100,000 Toyota TRD. He probably salmon fishes. We got somebody coming, so I'm gonna flip you around. Good morning.
Morning.
Beautiful day out, huh?
Oh, awesome.
It's nice to get out of the drizzle.
I know. Yeah, I was surprised that it even cleared up last night.
Yeah, it was so misty yesterday.
Yeah.
You couldn't.
We just got here yesterday afternoon and from Bend, Oregon.
Yeah, hot and Bend, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so nice to have a break, but I like this a
but
little.
I like this better.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, well, that is a cute little. Is that like a vest for the dog, or it's just your vest?
It's just my coat, then I got a belt
Oh, okay.
that kind of keeps her in there.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute.
It's different, you know. It's weird being middle-aged. If you would have told me in my 20s I'd be carrying a chihuahua around in my coat,
It wouldn't have happened, huh?
it wouldn't have happened. But,
Now, so what do you catch here?
trout.
Oh, really?
The HOA stocks it with trout a
Oh.
couple times a year,
Oh, okay.
and you might pick up a bluegill, but it's predominantly trout
Okay.
that the HOA
So,
provides.
where can I go get on the beach?
Straight ahead, and then when you go down that and then hit just to the right, you'll see a trail.
Oh, okay. There's a white fence there and a little sign.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Have
Okay,
a
well,
good day.
good luck. You
Yeah,
too.
nice meeting you.
Bye.
Vince.
Vince. I'm
Vince.
Leslie.
Hi, Leslie. Nice to
Okay.
meet you.
Have a good one.
Yep, you too.
Thank you.
No, angler, man, I feel that. Like, happiness doesn't come from a dollar bill for sure. Sorry to go, Ghost, but it's a pretty busy walking trail, and I don't necessarily want to put a camera in people's face, you know? This inline spinner is getting absolutely no love. Might switch out to it's more of a torpedo. I like kind of the bells. I think they provide a little more vibration. So I think I'm gonna switch out in a second. I do think the black was the choice. I'm gonna check my other rod and make sure I'm still fishing. I think if you're just getting here, welcome. Happy Thursday. Doing some trout fishing on the canal. Beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. I think my leader's a little short, so I'm gonna try to move my slip shot up, see if we can float a little more. I don't know if these eggs are gonna be enough to fun story about me is my wife comes from money, and I come from the trailer park. So it was quite the adjustment trying to get used to the middle class. But we got more people coming. I'm going to get this in the water and be with you guys. I'm always going to be here, but people are walking their dogs, and I'm not trying to put a camera in their face, so I'm going to flip you around.
She's easy.
Okay. Mine can be a little bit of a spaz, but she's
Oh
put
my
away.
God, I didn't see it.
Yeah. Chocolate Lab?
No, it's a mix of a. Come on, Chloe.
Hi.
Come on. It's a mix of a lab and I think Australian Shepherd, something like that. My son's dog.
Oh,
I walk her every morning when I'm here.
that makes
He's
sense.
good.
She's pretty, though.
Yeah, he's done a good job with her.
Yeah.
Well behaved.
There you go. Have a good
I
one.
wish that my wife was, but anyway.
Don't we all? That's our egg power bait set off. I think we're just going to drop it straight down. Put it out in the middle. I move my weight around, hopefully. Hopefully. We can get off the bottom a little bit. Yeah, it don't matter. My swivel's too heavy. So what I'm going to do is since I'm like 10 feet up in the air, I'm just going to suspend it to where I want it. Water quality is not the best. Good morning, happy Thursday. If you're just getting here, thanks for taking the time to rock with me. If you've been here for a minute, thanks for hanging out, bro. Sorry to whisper all up in the camera there. This isn't an ASMR. You guys know what I'm talking about? That shit creeps me out. We're gonna switch it out a little. You know, normally it's rooster tail for the win always, but I think we're gonna try something a little different. Angler, are you still in here, man? What do you think? Big old blue fox? He's a number 3. He's pretty big for what I think we're doing. But, steelhead by Bud. I don't know. I like the bells because they A little different blade. They spin pretty heavy. I think I'm gonna go with the, yeah, big rainbows. That's what they planted. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I got a buddy, Yaddy, who lives over here, and that's all he throws. I wish I had a smaller one, but I don't. I use these all the time. I live a little bit away from the Columbia River, and I go down there and I fish off the jetty all the time. And if I'm pitching a spinner, it's usually a blue fox or a flying sea. It's been the majority of the fishing I do has been saltwater. But, not to beat a dead horse, I got lots of ponds, lots of fresh water. I live. Might as well take the time to. Is my dog even awake, bro? How rude. Got that blue fox tied on. A pink one. I don't know if that makes a difference, but pink seems to be the color. I can see that from a mile away. I like that. I mean, I know you guys can't see it, but I can spin that a little slower, and he looks good in the water. I'll flip you around, see if you can see him. Yeah, that's what we're on, number 4, blue fox. Beautiful day, calm water. Good day to be outside. There's a fish on the eggs. Got him. Feels like a big boy. He's running under the bridge. Oh, it's a fucking monster, bro. He's got to be 5 pounds. I can't even get him up. He's flopping around. Oh, I fucking lost him. God damn it. I couldn't get him up the bridge. Nah, he hit on the eggs, but I couldn't get him up. I couldn't flip him. He was fucking huge, bro. Like, it wasn't the fox. It was, he hit on the other pole. And I couldn't pick him up. You know, they planted him. He was, oh man. My drag was open, so I couldn't reel him up. And then trying to get him 10 feet up in the air, he shook on me, and I lost him. He was, you know, if it's not on camera, he was a big fish, man. He was easily a couple pounds. I couldn't reel him up. I was gonna hand line him, but I was trying to adjust my drag because I left my drag open. But fuck. Thanks for counting it. I'm gonna get some eggs, man. I'm gonna get back out there. Adrenaline going like crazy. Yep. That was a big fish. You guys would have been but I'm 10 feet up. If I would have been on the bank, I would have had him. But I couldn't play with my drag. He shook his head, and damn. It's a little disheartening. You know, I like the bridge because I can get a nice cast. I can see where I'm at. But sometimes when you hook into a big fish like that, it's a little challenging to drag them the 10 feet up. I wasn't expecting that, man. I was expecting a 6-inch, and that guy was sure. I mean, since it's YouTube and you can say whatever you want, right? That thing was probably realistically, 24-inch, maybe 3-4 pounds, which is a monster. And I know they plant some monsters in here. I know there's some steelhead as well as the rainbow, but I gotta grab some more bait. We're back. You guys think he's dumb enough to bite it twice? I don't know. Also picked up, and just pick it up, I've had it forever, but help keep YouTube fishermen honest. We got a scale, so in case the situation arises. I got some big nets, but I don't think it would have. I think I needed to close my drag faster, and then just hope the line holds. I think there's 12-pound test on it, and I mean that rod was doubled over. I wasn't expecting real fish. I was expecting, planted trout. But I guess you should be ready for anything. If you're a trout guy, you know what these are. That's what they hit on. Also using a tiny hook. I think he's a number. It does, bro. That adrenaline hits. And I was playing with the other rod. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be throwing this blue fox around, and 2 rods is tricky. So I'm trying to reel, and I'm like, I look down and I see the fish, and I'm like, damn, bro, that thing's a fucking monster. So adrenaline kicks in, and then it's not my first fish by any means, but you forget what you're doing, and I'm just trying to reel up, and I'm not gaining any line. And he was pretty chill at first, but he got about halfway out the water, shook his head pretty hard, and it was game over. So I mean, I guess the only thing to do is try again. Sun's coming out, getting a little warm. That hook is small though, so I'm assuming he swallowed it. Just spit it when he shook his head. Wish I would have brought a little larger hook with me, but I didn't. So here we are. Drag shot. Let's try this again. Same spot, a little more shallow. Little bummed that I missed that fish, but a little stoked to be out here still. You know what I'm saying? That was signs of life. I'm gonna keep throwing this blue fox around, hoping for the best. If you're just getting here, happy Thursday. Thanks for hanging out. We're live every day for the foreseeable future. In between 6, maybe 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. Thanks for hanging out. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Hey, we got 4 people in here. If you're just getting in here, happy Thursday. Thanks for taking the time to rock with me. Just missed a monster fish. Seeing if we can hook up. Hey, good morning. Good. Sydney. I know.
Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
Your mom, I've met you in the ward.
I absolutely know who you are. I knew I recognized you. I just didn't know from
Yeah, as I got closer, I thought, hey, I know him.
Yeah, weird seeing you out here. How's your coastal trip going?
Good. We just got here last night, so we're.
You guys got a lot out here then?
Yeah, we have a house right on K.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, crazy. I saw somebody well, last time we were here, I saw you and your wife riding bikes, and I was like, I think we live pretty close to you guys.
Yeah, I live about a mile that way.
Yeah.
And I'm out here all the time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You caught anything yet?
You know, I missed one, but yeah, kind of. I'm gonna count it like I lost it, but it's.
But I'm counting it.
But I'm counting it because I haven't got anything else going on.
Yeah.
How's everything in Vancouver? You been over by the house?
I drove by the other day. I haven't been in or talked to Brandon in a long time, but
Yeah, we don't talk.
yeah, I figured it would probably be like, see ya, dude.
Which is unfortunate, you know what I mean? But he's a grown-up. Let him do his own thing.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, it is what it is. So, yeah. No, I drove over there. And I think he has roommates.
Yeah, I know Gavin stays with them.
Yeah.
Which
and
is
I
a good
heard-
thing, I think.
I heard somebody else was there too, but I don't know who it is. So yeah. Hey, no, you're a stinker.
What's her name? His name? Her
This
name?
is Penny. She's a girl.
She's cute.
We usually have a different leash that's metal, so she doesn't bite through it, but I used this one, and now it's almost bit all the way through.
Yeah, she's a chewer, huh?
Yep, just on a leash. Everything else you just leave alone. But Well, cool. Good to see you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you're out here, I'm sure you'll see me around.
I'm sure I will. I've already seen. Last time I was here, I saw you. I mean, it was in passing, but
Yeah.
we'll see ya.
Have a good day.
You too.
That lady used to be my old neighbor when I lived in the big city. Big city being like Portland, Vancouver area. And my mom used to know her from church. And I moved 100 miles away thinking I'd get away from everybody. And yet people still know who I am. It's a damnedest thing. It really is. Does this count as a catch? What do you think? You think my blue fox is set to vegetarian? How do I switch that setting on the blue fox from vegetarian to trout? Because I like to get some real fish. Yeah, no, it never ceases to amaze me. Trying to throw next to the sludge, and I keep landing right in it. I'm just kind of spinning him slow. Probably the middle of the column. I don't know. I think they dredged it out to like 8 feet deep. But no, it might be like closer to 9 or 10. I can't imagine it being overly deep though. Good question. I don't know. I know we got a lot of vegetation. And there is a little bit of a current here, but I don't know if it's enough to undercut the bank or not. But all these bugs tell me there can't be too many fish around. I know I'm standing on top of the bridge. My eggs are actually drifted behind me, and that's where I got that monster before hanging out under the bridge. I think they're about, I don't know, 1.5 feet off the bottom. Maybe 2. I don't know how much weeds are there. Sorry to whisper in the mic. That's always probably super creepy. I don't know. I think if I just keep making good casts, I'll eventually connect. Eggs are out there. They're doing their job. Just kind of standing by. Maybe I'll flip it around and try the other side. This side is all shady. There's a bobber over there. I wonder if I can hook it, but I think we'll throw off this side a little bit, change it up. I don't see any signs of life, which is kind of... There's a mallard. You guys eat mallard? There he goes. We're gonna... There's a fucking nutria. Or a beaver, one of the two. I just dove. He'll be back. We got nutria, which are just big ass rats. Somebody had him as a pet, and they were raising him for food out here. He's gone. He didn't actually look like a nutria. He looked like a beaver. I don't see him. He's not coming back up. But we got a lot of beavers out here. Yeah. That was uneventful, but I'm gonna put you down because I'm shaking like at that tripod. Yeah, pretty cool. A little bit of wildlife, a beaver. Maybe a nutria, but I'm pretty sure it was a beaver. If you're just getting here, we're doing a little trout fishing on a bridge in a canal. Thanks for taking the time to rock with me on a Thursday. Wake up. Better than a tissue. My nostrils feel so clean now. Hey, good morning. Happy Thursday. If you're just getting here, out on the canal, beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. Throwing a blue fox, looking for some trouties. Those trees overhang the water by a lot, probably 10-15 feet. I'd like to get up underneath them, but I don't feel like losing my lure. But sometimes you got to pay to play, and we'll see how it goes. That's not quite what we're going for. If you're just getting here, thanks for taking the time to rock with me. Appreciate it. Ooh, missed the bite. Came up and pecked it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but trying to fish that left bank. Just had a pretty good bite. If you're getting here, trout fishing on a bridge on a Thursday morning before work. Thanks for hanging out. The temperature right now is 50 degrees. You're like, why is that dude wearing a coat in the middle of summer? Yeah, it's, hey Skipper, I know it looks nice, but, I live in the Pacific Northwest, and, it's cold. It was about 47 when it started. We're probably around 50, maybe 53. High of 60 degrees, which is shorts and t-shirt weather where I live. But at the moment right now, it's about 60. Water temp's about 57. Rest of the state's under a heat advisory. I think I'm gonna move my eggs on the other rod. If you weren't here earlier, I lost a monster. Ask Angler, he'll tell you. I'll probably be crying about that for the next 3 or 4 live streams, so just an FYI. Got some weed on my eggs, not like the devil's lettuce type of weed, but like algae. Which means I think I'm not getting enough off the bottom. You know, I might try to put some better weight on this. Maybe throw it out a little further. Not getting to where I need to be. I'm gonna keep throwing that blue fox. I like the way it feels in the water. Spins real good. There's a slight current running that way, so I'm pulling against it and just moving it slow. I think that's the move. I mean, I'm just slow spinning it, keeping it towards the bottom of the water table. I think I might change the. Hey, if you're just getting here, welcome. Happy Thursday. Doing a little trout fishing in the canal. Got some power bait out. And pitching the spinner. Pretty slow morning. Reel's getting a little bit loud. Hey, if you're just getting here, happy. Aww. You greet somebody and then they just up and disappear. So rude. I think I'm gonna retire the blue fox and switch it out to something a little smaller. These are called, back in the day, I think we used to just call them wedding rings, but this is Steelhead by Bud. No sponsorship, no plug, just trying to throw something that works. I might switch out the power bait to something a little different. I got eggs on there right now, but I got a rainbow assortment of different power baits, and I actually really enjoy it when my hands are sparkly. It reminds me of when I used to come home covered in glitter from the titty bar. Can you say titty bar on YouTube? Till we're monetized, I guess we won't worry about it. Hey, if you're just getting here, happy Thursday, man. We're out here in the canal, up on a bridge. It's me and my sidekick, and we're looking for trout. I am going to run back to the truck. I am going to get some power bait, and I'm going to try to switch out my setup a little. Hey, if you're just getting here, happy Thursday. Hey, angler man, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate rocking with me. We're out here every day. Thanks for... Sorry I couldn't land that fish for you, man, but I hope you have a great day at work. I gotta cut this thing short and head out myself. So, we'll catch you tomorrow, man. 6 to 6:30 Pacific. I might be doing some bass fishing tomorrow, though. So, if you're strictly trout, you'll have to watch. But thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate you. You know what? We'll go ahead and wrap it up. This has been Outdoors with Thunk, reminding you, go outside, man. It's good for your soul. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.